Leave Nation, how are we doing? Happy Monday. Monday is my mentoring day, so I'm spending the day mentoring my team. What a bright, look at the sun on my face. What a bright start. I guess not start to the day, but start to the week. So I'm mentoring people on my team, and I'm going to hop into more Zoom calls this afternoon, but this is my little break to go live with you guys, have some fun, answer some questions. I actually don't have anybody booked for today, so extra exciting. Get to spend more time with you guys here in the chat. Welcome, Morris. Welcome, Miss Kayali. I hope I pronounced it okay. Probably not, but sending you much love. Cook with Deke. Welcome aboard. If you guys have a question, pop it down below. I'll do my best to answer as many as I can as we have this time together. Let's go. Track Attack says, you changed our lives. We love you. My wife and I thank you. She's learning English from you. You know, my mom, that's my mom, right? My mom, that's me when I'm 8 or 9 years old. My mom, when she was an immigrant, so she came to Canada when she was 10 and didn't really know English. And she learned English by watching TV shows, English TV shows. And now if you talk to her, you wouldn't know she wasn't born here. She has a perfect, no accent. But she learned by watching TV shows, and now it's cool to see how many people watch my videos learning English as well. So it's this nice full circle moment of people came, my mom came when she learned English from TV, and now people are learning from my YouTube videos. Anyway, awesome. What else? Howdy from Turkey, says George. All right, much love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've never been to Turkey. Not yet. I know a lot of amazing people from Turkey, but never been. It's got to be on the list. Tech with NJabs. How many videos should I upload a week to grow my channel? You're looking at 1 a week minimum to be in the game. 1 a week. 1 a week minimum. If you're more ambitious, then I'd be looking at 3 times a week. And if you're really ambitious, then 7 times a week. Have ambitions to go daily. You may not be able to do that yet. So if you're less than once a week, make that your goal, once a week. If you're already at once a week, make 3 times a week consistent. If, hey, John checking in the house. If you're at 3 times a week, then go 7. If you're at 7 already, then there's not a lot of value in going more. Now we're starting to look at the series and what's working, what's not working, and make adjustments. Sensei Nick Tabor. Nick, you changed your name. Sensei Nick Tabor in the house. Wow, look at that. George says, holla if you'd like to come visit. More than happy to accommodate you. Hashtag good people in Turkey. There's a lot of good people in Turkey. There's a lot of good people in Turkey. I remember reading the story of Ataturk and the start of Turkey. Anyway, lots to see in Turkey. What's Oprah's best advice? Best advice. You know what? The thing that stuck with me from Oprah the most was when she got off of her first TV show that she wanted to do her own, right? I mean, she was kind of put into a box by so many people, and then she did her own version of her own show, and she walked off the set, and she said it felt like she was breathing. It's like the first time it felt like she was breathing and not as constrained by other people. And so that just really, I don't know, just the way that she said it really resonated with me. So the way that I translate that is to make the big decisions with your heart, not your head, right? Your head keeps you safe, keeps you small, keeps you in a world that currently exists. Your heart can make something brand new. And when you walk off the stage, it should feel like you're breathing. Or whenever you're doing your thing, you're making your videos, you're making your music, you're making your art, right? You're doing your version of your life. It should feel like you're finally breathing for the first time. And when you feel that, you want to keep breathing, right? Otherwise you die. But I think a lot of people end up not physically dying, but killing their careers, killing their ambitions, killing their motivations to stay small and to please other people. So anyway, that's the biggest lesson I learned from Oprah Winfrey. What advice do you have for self-saboteurs? Understand the reason why, right? There's something in your story, and then understand the trigger words for you. So for me, my 3 trigger words are scary, difficult, or hard. That when I find myself saying that, then I have to go do the thing, because I'll get ideas for something to do and say, oh, that's really scary. Like, oh, I said it. Okay, now I got to go do it. I used to accept that scary, difficult, or hard were good enough reasons for me not to act. Like, oh, it's too difficult. And then that's self-sabotaging, because you've then accepted that you don't do difficult things. So scary, difficult, hard are the three for me. I'd encourage you to figure out what are the ones for you. What's the language that you're using to talk yourself down from things when you've got big ideas, and then try to catch that as much as possible in your day-to-day life. And then just because you said those words, that means you have to go off and do it. That's how you start shifting your identity, building a new identity to somebody who takes action and stops self-sabotaging. Make sense? All right, what else? This is good. This is fun. Love from Bangladeshi. All right. Awesome. Lots of love back to you from Toronto. Your advice to a new entrepreneur? Start. Start. Get as close to your customer as possible. A lot of times people are just overthinking, over-planning, over-preparing, over-researching. I lost a $40 million deal when I was 21, because I was over-preparing, over-planning. So start and get as close to your customers as possible to understand what they're going through, what their struggles are, how you can help them. A lot of new entrepreneurs jump in to a business because they think it's a hot opportunity, because 2021, this is the big market. That's the recipe for failure right off the bat. You can make money in any business if it's bringing value. And it's much, 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 much better to focus on something that you love doing. The number one rule for success is that you have to love what you're doing. If you watch any of my videos, it's the thing that comes up over and over and over and over and over again, is that you love what you're doing. Where most people are just chasing a shiny object instead of actually doing the business that they love. We had a guy join I do a live stream at night. So if you want more time to go deep, check out my live stream. I play League of Legends 4 times a week and answer your business questions for an hour and a half to 2 hours a night. So we're doing it tonight, evancarmichael.live. If you want to check it out, come say hi. And there was a guy who joined and said, hey, I'm having a hard time picking between 2 businesses. Which business should I pick? It's like, well, tell us, what are your ideas? What do you got? I said, well, the first business is something that I struggled a lot with. It's a problem that I struggled a lot with, and I overcame it, and I want to help other people overcome it. Yes, that's the idea. It's like, okay, but you haven't heard the second one. Okay, what's the second one? The second one is this hot opportunity that my cousin wants me to get into. It's like, no, no, don't join the hot opportunity with your cousin. No. That's how people fail. That is how people fail. The thing that you struggled with, that you overcame, that you want to help other people through, that's your business. That is your business. The hot opportunity with your cousin is not the business. And that's the big mistake that most people make. You're just chasing what you think will be a money-making opportunity instead of actually loving the thing that you do. It's in that combination, right? Like you have to love the work you do, and you have to bring value to the people and get paid to do that. Making money is super important. It just can't be number one. If you're only doing it for money, you're going to lose. It can't be number one. Make sense? Okay, what else? Kirunda in the house. How can I grow my following on social media? So make the content that the you from 5 years ago or 10 years ago really needs to hear. You've grown, you've learned, you've come a long way in the past 5 years. The person from 5 years ago that you used to be, that person needs help. And you could talk to them in a way that nobody else can. Make that content. Make that content every day. I am making my Instagram, my YouTube, all this live stream, all of it, I make it really for 19-year-old Evan, who needs help, who needs belief, who needs somebody to tell him what to do, to believe in him, to give him the guidance. That's who I make all of my content for. And you could reach that person in a way that nobody else can, in a way that Evan Carmichael can't, in a way that Tony Robbins can't. You can reach that person. And there are millions of people who currently are like that. There are millions of people who are the you from 5 years ago. And they don't see any hope. They don't see a way out. They don't know how to get better. They don't even know that getting better is possible. And they'll look at you and say, holy cow, it's possible. That's what you make your content for. Do that every day and you'll grow. What else? Do you have a daily thing you do for relaxation? Ooh, for relaxation, not really. Because this is relaxation. I'm relaxed. This is great. I love being here with you guys. I look at Instagram Live in my calendar at 2:00 and I'm not stressed out about it. It's not like, oh, I hate going and doing these lives, right? Or why do I have to do this, right? Like this is Evan relaxed. This is what it looks like. So that's maybe not the answer that you're looking for, but I'm almost always present focused. So meditation and typical relaxation things don't have a big impact on me, because a lot of meditation is coming back to the present. A lot of relaxation is coming back to the present. I'm already present. What am I? I'm here with you guys right now. I'm here with Arjen Mook. I'm answering your question. That's it. What am I doing next? I have no idea. Who am I talking to after this IG Live? No idea. It's in my calendar. I'll go do it. But I have no idea. So I'm just present focused. So relaxation is not usually difficult. Now, if there's something big happening, if there's a illness in the family or, a crisis or something, yes, then it's harder. But for the most part, your thing was here daily. I have no idea. I don't really do much. I enjoy my life and I stay present focused, I guess. But it's not really a strategy. I'm just doing it. Does that help? I hope that helps. Okay, what else we got? Next, cook with Deke. How to overcome feeling stale with content. So recognize that there are new people all the time watching your videos. And two, that just because they watched the last video doesn't mean that they got it. So look at my channel, okay? I have, on my main channel, we've done over 10,000 videos. Not all of them are public, but that's crazy. 10,000 videos. You think all 10,000 of those are new themes, new topics, right? But just because you've done it before, it doesn't mean that it's not value for the audience. Because one, people haven't seen all your old videos. Don't assume that people have seen all your old videos. People ask me, I've been asked this question many times. You haven't seen my other answers, right? And two, even if they have seen it, don't assume that now they got it and now they know exactly how to do it. People need the constant reminder. They need the ongoing, daily, regular reminder. So, just because you might feel that it's stale or repeat, doesn't mean that your audience is fighting the boring. So the best thing you do is get as close to your audience as possible. In doing this Instagram Live, how many questions have already been asked? All of those could be videos for my channel, right? All of these topics I could turn into content for my channel. The more you're hanging out, yes, face-to-face might be difficult right now, but the more that you're hanging out with the people who are in your audience, spending time with them, the more you're going to get even more ideas of how you can help them. And it might just be repackaging or redoing a video you've already done, or it might be something brand new. But the closer you are to the people who are your audience, the better you're going to do. Make sense? All right, what do we got? Let's keep going. It's good. We're in a flow here. Do you believe in to-do lists? Yeah, as long as they're getting done. A lot of people's to-do lists are want to-do lists, right? It's like, I don't believe in bucket lists. I think your bucket list is your excuse list. I think people make a bucket list and that gives you permission to wait on your dreams. I turn my bucket list into my to-do list. So as long as you're doing it, right? And your ultimate to-do list isn't even a list, it's your calendar. Until your to-do list gets put into your calendar, it doesn't happen. It just stays a list of things that you want to get done. So as much as I'm a believer in dreaming and taking, going after your mission and having a huge purpose, I'm also very practical. And I want to see that actually get implemented. And so I live by my calendar. I'm doing this because at 2:00 Eastern in my calendar, it said go live on Instagram. So I'm here. So yeah, I'm a big believer in to-do lists. Just put it in your calendar. Unless it's in your calendar, it's a hope list. And hope lists don't get done. We got to change that. Let's go. All right. I love it. Next, Mariah Key. How do you manage your personal life and being present on all your social media platforms that allow you to provide and they get cut off? The easiest answer to that, and this is what I teach in my Brainlytics training, is you do YouTube as your home base. So you're making regular content on YouTube. That's long form content. And then you cut up the best clips for your other networks. So YouTube has what's called the audience retention curve, and it shows you what parts of your video people like the best. So if you're doing a 20-minute video, you have all these moments. You have a 45-second moment, a 30-second moment, a 2-minute moment. You'll have these moments on the video, and the data will show you. It's not just what you think is great. It's what people actually think is great. Josh York in a house. Welcome aboard, Josh. So those moments from the video data that shows you what's doing well, that's what you clip. You clip those moments and you take it to Instagram, and you take the link in, you take it to TikTok, and you take it to Twitter. You don't have to be constantly creating brand new content on every platform, because for the most part, you have a business to run, right? You're not just trying to be an Instagram influencer. You've got a business to run. And so to do that, how do I be everywhere and still run a business? Because I have YouTube channels, create content, and then break it up for all the other platforms, right? Your best one-liner from your YouTube video is a quote for Instagram. Your best 15-second highlight is a story or a reel on Instagram, right? So that one piece of content that's 10 to 20 minutes long can create micro content for all your other platforms for the rest of the week. It's a huge hack. It is a huge hack. How to join your challenge. I don't know what challenge. The 90-day challenge? The junk food, the no junk food challenge? We're doing a 90-day no sugar, no junk food challenge. We're on day 70 something right now. But you can start from the beginning. If you want that printout of the calendar, it's off evancarmichael.com/flex the X. So like flex the X.pdf. It's free. You can get it. You can put it in your calendar. Stick it on your fridge. That's what I do. And what it does is, yes, it's the checking off of the X's every day, but it's also you have an exercise sheet that's one page that you fill out before you start that asks you a couple questions like, why are you doing this, and what are the triggers going to be. So, for example, for me, a trigger for me would be if I get a headache. If I get a headache, then it's easy to go to junk food. So if I have a headache, that's one trigger for me. And then in advance, right underneath the trigger, what am I going to do instead? So instead of going for some chips, I'm going to do something else, right? I'm going to go for a walk outside. Or it's super cold here in Canada right now, so I'm going to pop my head outside on the balcony so I get some fresh air, and that helps the headache go away, right? So why it's so important is you're flexing the X and you're just marking it off on your calendar, which is super helpful to see the train, the momentum happening for you, but also to, while you're feeling bold and motivated, understand and create your plan for when you're going to get triggered. Because we always make these great plans for ourselves while we're feeling bold and confident and amazing, and then something happens. You had a bad night's sleep, you get a big headache, there's some crisis in your life, you don't feel well, like something happens, and then say, well, I'm not going to stick to this because I'm not feeling well, right? And you find an excuse for you not to stick to it. So while you're feeling bold, while you're feeling empowered, while you're feeling confident, you create the plan for with FlexiX, it'll give you the three. It'll prompt you for what are the three biggest triggers. What are the three things that will cause you to fall off track? and then create a game plan while you're feeling confident to go and solve it so that you don't end up doing the thing that you don't want to do. evancarmichael.com/flexdx.pdf. It's free. You can stick it on your fridge, and good luck. I mean, we're doing no sugar, no junk food, but whatever the thing is for you, go for it. Okay, what else? Oh, lots of questions coming in. We got Majid. How to create demand for your business? Ooh, I don't like that actually. I'm not so much about creating demand. I'm more about tapping into demand. So I'd much rather find somebody who already has an interest, a need, than trying to convince somebody that they should buy my product or service. I think when you're in the creating demand business, you just spend so much time, energy, effort, money, resources on the wrong people, as opposed to finding your people and just showing how your thing can solve their problem or solve it in a better way. So that's where I'd focus my time. Instead of creating demand, find people who already have the interest, but they just don't know about you. And your job is to show them how you can make their life better. Like, show them the solution. You've got the solution. They already have the need, the desire, the demand, and you've got a better solution. It's a distinction, but a really important one. Because if you think about your worst clients, or you think about the people who you've tried to convince of something, how many times you have to go back over and over and over and over again to try to get them to take any kind of action. And it's really painful. It's painful for you, it's painful for them. Where instead, if you can talk to people who are already aligned, they just don't know that your product or service exists, you show them how you can solve their problem, it's a much easier sale. Like, you can close 10 times the amount of sales by talking to somebody who actually already has a demand instead of trying to create brand new demand. What else? How do you find great employees or grow your team? So we do I do this in two ways, okay? The first is traditional, and the second is not so traditional. So traditional, we use Upwork is probably where we get most of the people from, and we're always hiring on Upwork, always. Like, we are now, with everybody that we've just hired can live up to their potential, then we're at our capacity right now. Like, we've got enough work for the people that we've got, but we're hiring. Nina's hiring. She's like, I don't know what this person's going to do for us next, but we need to hire, because we're always hiring, because you always are looking for good people. And so we lead with our mission. So if we're looking for somebody to edit videos, it's not just, hey, we need a video editor. We're looking for a video editor who believes in entrepreneurs. Like, you lead with the mission. You lead with the mission so that it attracts people to you. Just like the last question about creating demand, I don't want to convince you to believe in people. I don't want to convince you to do that. That's too much work. I want to get people who already want to believe in people and bring them into my company. And they happen to be video editors, or they happen to be whatever I'm looking for at the time, right? So lead with the mission. Super, super, super important. The other side of how I hire is just people that I like collecting good people. I like being around good people. So when I find somebody who I really like, I try to find ways to do work together. It's led to joint ventures. It's led to Toronto Dance Salsa. It's led to Jeremy and Bo and their businesses. It's led to Zen Demand and the streaming. It's led to lots of different opportunities, because, like, I like this person. Have you ever had that? Have you ever hung out with somebody or met somebody? It's like, I really like this person. That's a rare feeling, right? Most of the times, most of you watching, you're probably the one lifting other people up. You're probably the one for other people. You're the one who says that they're going to make it. You're the one saying, stay positive. You're the one saying, I believe in you. You're that for the people in your life, probably, right? If you're here watching this, that's probably who you are. Great. Who's doing that for you? That's the problem. Most of the people that we hang around are either energy negative or energy neutral. Meaning, when you leave them, how do you feel about yourself? Do you feel better or worse? Most people, even if you're giving, you feel great for giving, but it can also be a little depleting. And so you don't want to hang around that person all the time if you're just giving all the time. But every now and then you find these people that when you leave them, you just feel great, right? You spent 3 hours together where it felt like it was 15 minutes. And you feel great, and you have more energy, and you want to go do more, and you're more motivated and more energetic and more excited and more just ready to take on it. Every now and then, right? That's not most people in our life, but every now and then you'll have those people who just make you feel better. And a rule that I have is when I find those people, I want to spend more time with them. I collect them. I want to collect good people. Because if you're spending more time with the people who make you feel amazing, guess what? You're going to do more amazing things. If you're around all the people who make you feel like garbage, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to feel like garbage more. So, I have my traditional way of hiring, back to the initial question, job posting, lead with the vision, all that stuff. But also when you find people who just make you feel light, make you feel amazing, try to figure out a way to spend more time, even if it's awkward, even if it's like, man, I don't know what happened the last 3 hours. This has been amazing. Do you want to do this more often? This might be awkward, but do you want to grab a coffee once a month? Do you want to I just lean into it. I don't have a solution yet. Just that I love the energy and I love being here with them and I want to spend more time with them. Nina says, that's why I watch these lives. Well, that's it. Like if I give it to you, great, then watch the live. Or if somebody else gives it to you, or if the videos give it to you, or the books give it to you, then be around that more often. Because when you're in that energy, you'll create much better things than when you're in a negative space. Or if you look in the mirror and you just see all the reasons why you suck and why you're not going to make it, right? And it's a daily thing. You might have been the most motivated person yesterday, but you have to start over again today. You start over again today. And so, yeah, the people, the books, the resources, the videos, the lives, the accounts that make you feel amazing. Scroll through go through your Instagram today and look at the accounts that you're following and ask yourself, legit, how many of these accounts make me feel better about myself? And how many of these accounts make me feel worse about myself? There'll be some accounts that you have followed, that you subscribe to, and maybe they're influencers, maybe they're ex-lovers, maybe they're whatever. They have some meaning to you. But there's a good chunk of the people that you follow who make you feel worse about yourself when you see their content. Unfollow those people, right? And the ones who make you feel better, more energetic, more belief, more optimism, more hope, more possibility, follow those people, right? You get the pick. You get the pick. That's a great audit that I think everybody can do right now after this, to go and find, segment out the people who aren't bringing love and value and energy to you, and just stop following them. It's not like they're going to be crushed that you're not following them now, but you're going to be crushed if you keep following them. See the difference? Guys, I got to go. Thank you for the love. Happy Monday. I hope you take the energy from this session and do something. Do something, whether it's taking the to-do list and turning it into your calendar, whether it's joining us on the FlexCX 90-day challenge, whether it's unfollowing the people who aren't giving you love and energy on your Instagram. Take the energy from this and do something to make your life better today. Happy Monday. What a great start to the week. Thank you for everything you've given me. I appreciate you. Continue to